Hey, we are going to do a little bit of Q&A. So let me put that in the bottom here. This is open question and answer. So if you guys have any questions, you can drop them in the chat. But I also have some questions that were asked. So I recently posted a reel that had, hey, you can ask anything you want under this reel about sales or systems. And there were some really good questions on there. So I wanted to cover them in a video that can actually be rewatched later, because sometimes it's a little easier to explain things vocally than it is to explain them typed as a comment under an Instagram post. So let's go ahead and get into this. If you are new here, my name is Kelly. I am a systems and sales coach. So I help other coaches and online service-based entrepreneurs get their business organized and create a cash flow system that will give them consistent revenue month to month without overworking and without stress. And you can do that with a combination of systems and sales. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull up the questions. So this first question, it comes from Valerie Page, and the question says, what is a good conversion rate for a lead magnet and how many days should a sales funnel last? So a good conversion rate for a lead magnet, from like the people that land on your page to the people who download your lead magnet, you want to look for around 20% conversion rate there. Okay, so you're actually going to have two different conversion rates. You're going to have one from the amount of people that land on your page to the amount of people that download. Then you're going to have another conversion rate from the amount of people that download to the amount of people that make a purchase. Now, if you do not have a upsell that comes right after people download your lead magnet, there's not a really good way for you to tell what the conversion rate is in between people who download the lead magnet and people who make a purchase, because if you don't offer them anything that they can buy, then there's no conversion to happen, right? So that's the key here. You have to make sure that you have an upsell set up, okay? The second question, part of her question, is how many days should a sales funnel last? So a sales funnel is not considered effective based off of the length of the sales funnel. A sales funnel is considered effective based off of how well you are able to build the relationship with that person. So sometimes you can build a relationship with a potential client in 2 emails. Sometimes it takes 4 emails. Sometimes it takes 8 emails, right? The key here is to nurture your audience as much as you can. It's not necessarily about the length of time. It's more so about the depth of the relationship. Like if somebody joins your email list and they get an email that hits all of their pain points and they're like, oh my gosh, she's reading my mind. This email is exactly what I needed to help me. Like, this is perfect. They're going to be a lot closer to making a purchase with you versus if someone joins your email list who's not really your ideal client, but maybe they kind of are your ideal client, and they get that email and it doesn't hit them the same way. So it's not necessarily about how many emails there are. It's about really what those emails say and if the right person is reading those emails. So I want to urge you guys to focus more so on the depth of the relationship and nurturing your audience versus the length of the sales funnel. And that's one that a lot of people ask because generally the longer you know someone, the deeper the relationship is. But sometimes you can meet somebody and be like, oh my God, this person is like my twin flame. Like, this is my best friend. I feel like we've known each other forever. You can do that with your email list. Second question is, what is the best funnel to use for service-based businesses? So there's different types of funnels. And actually, as you guys can see behind here, this is actually one of my real funnels that I'm planning out or I planned out. It's already uploaded and installed. It needs to be erased now to make room for a new one. But there is no like best sales funnel for a service-based business. So what you want to look for is actually seeing sales from the sales funnel. It could be a short funnel. It could be a long funnel. There's a lot of different types of funnels that there are. Inside of Sales School, if you guys have ever heard me talk about Sales School, which is my 8-week accelerator, inside of there, I teach 3 funnels. Like it's not that the funnel has to be complicated. You can make a lot of money with a simple funnel. And it's really depends on what type of content you make. So funnels that have videos in them normally generate revenue a lot faster. They create cash flow a lot faster because video warms up your audience a lot quicker. But if you're not good at video content, that's going to go the complete opposite direction, because people are going to see you on video. You're going to be acting nervous and they're going to be like, oh, I'm not buying from her. She's giving me really weird, inconsistent vibes. Like she's not sure of herself. And so you want to lean into creating content that positions you as an expert, but also creating content where you look like an expert. Like you have to be confident, and then basing your funnel around that. Your funnel should be built around you, your strengths, where your confidence lies. If you feel like if you are a person that struggles with confidence, because some people do, if you struggle with being confident showing up on video, if you struggle with being confident when it comes to being an expert in your industry, if you struggle with being confident with showing up online, that's your first priority, because nothing in sales is going to work. No system that anybody builds for you is going to make you money if you do not believe that you are the ish, okay? Like you literally have to be in a space where you are tapping into your own divine energy and holding confidence, because then that opens up the space for you to be looked at as an expert. And that's when people shop with you. So there's not really a particular sales funnel, but you do want your sales funnel to be designed to lean into your skill set, okay? Into where you're confident. The next question comes from Key Units, and she's asking, how do you attract clients to a lead magnet, and what's the best upsell method? So you attract clients to a lead magnet by showing up. Hey, my name's Kelly. You're watching my video. I'm a systems and sales coach. Look in the description box and you can take a free quiz that will tell you why your program or why your service is not selling. That's my lead magnet, right? So you attract clients to a lead magnet, one, by having it named something that is interesting and exactly what it is. I don't use lofty names like this is the manifestation guide of the rest of your life for the most amazing time ever. We don't know what the hell that is. Stop naming your stuff that. Name it something specific. 8 steps to manifesting your next dream vacation. Like, it needs to be specific. So the name will attract people, but then also you showing up will attract people. So you actually have to talk about it, and you're gonna have to talk about it a lot, because all of your posts, you already know this, all of your posts are not being shown to everybody. So that means that if you only talk about your lead magnet once a week, then somebody may see it, they may not see it. But the more you talk about it, the higher the chances are that someone is going to see it. So you have to talk about your lead magnet. You have to post the cover of your lead magnet. You have to do live videos. You have to do reels. You have to post content, because if you don't, we don't even know that you have a lead magnet. It needs to be linked in your bio. It needs to be one of the few buttons that are linked in your bio. Don't link a whole bunch of different free stuff in your bio, because then people get confused. You should only have one lead magnet. You should talk about that, create focus, and hone in on that lead magnet, okay? So that's how you attract clients to a lead magnet. If you have a lead magnet and people are not downloading it, then it's not the right lead magnet, or it's not named correctly. It's not named correctly, right? Or it is not the right lead magnet for your audience. It may be a great lead magnet, but not for your audience, because they're not downloading it. Or it's not named something that's clear enough for them to know and be able to identify, oh, that's gonna help me, let me go download it for free. So you shouldn't be having to chase people down with your lead magnet. You wanna talk about it, but if you talk about it, 4 to 5 times a week, I say 4 to 5 times a week, it sounds like a lot, but it's not. If you talk about it 4 to 5 times a week and for a couple weeks and nobody's downloading it, it's not the right one. Switch it up with something different, okay? If you are getting downloads, if you're getting 20%, I would say 15 to 20%, because even if you're getting close to 50 to 20% conversion rate on your lead magnet, it's right. You probably just need to talk about it a little bit more, or maybe you need to tweak the cover design, or maybe it's something with the landing page. There's a lot of different things that could be going on there, but if you are close to 20%, keep it. Do not keep changing your lead magnet over and over again, because what happens when you change your lead magnet over and over again, people think that they can take all your free stuff and piece it together and change their life, and that's not how it works. It don't work like that. We know it doesn't work like that, but they don't know it doesn't work like that until they try it, so it's like wasting their time. The second part of her question says, what is the best upsell method? I believe that the best upsell method is, and not all systems do this, so you have to make sure that you have the right system if this is what you want to do. I believe the best one is when someone goes to submit their name and email for your lead magnet, when they click the submit button, your system will collect that email and name and put it into your email marketing software. And then as soon as they hit that submission button, it also redirects them to another page that says, hey, you can grab this special upsell for this awesome price for the next 10 minutes, right? That is the best way to upsell, in my opinion, okay? If you are upselling from a free download, that's the best way to upsell. If your system does not give you the option to redirect to another link page, or what it'll say is redirect to an external link upon submission of the button, then you're going to want to send it as a follow-up email that comes right after. So, if you set up a free lead magnet, when someone goes and puts in their name and email, they get an email sent to them right after they submit that information that has a link to the free lead magnet in it. You can also put your upsell information inside of that same email, okay? You can put that inside of there. So that's the best way to upsell. Next question comes from Tracy Hare. .ng. She said, I have lots of views and reach but low sales. Why aren't they purchasing? So this happens to a lot of people, right? What this means is that there's a disconnect somewhere between what you're saying on social media and what you're selling. So if people are actually, like, you're posting content, people are engaging with you, they're commenting, they're sharing, but they're not actually buying anything, then that means that they resonate with you. They're like feeling you, but they don't believe that you have something that could help them create real transformation, or there is no urgency there for them to buy, and so that's why they're not buying. So you have to look at your messaging. First, you need to look at your calls to action. Are you putting calls to action at the end of your post, like frequently at the end of your post? Because you have to ask for the sale if you want the sale, right? You got to ask for it. You also want to look at the things that they're commenting on, the posts that they're engaging with. Are those content topics and is that subject matter covered in a deeper way in your paid product, and do they know that? Whatever people are taking action on, whether they're commenting or sharing or saving, whatever they're taking action on your social media, that is what your paid products need to take and go deeper into. The thing with social media is that it's very surface. Like, it's surface level. We all know that. Some of us hate that about social media. Some of us love it about social media because it keeps it lighthearted. Inside of your paid programs is when you go deeper. That's when you're giving people step by step. You're giving them blueprints. You're giving them templates. You are dishing out the goods. People need to know, and they only know if you say it. Hey, if you like this information, check out this paid product, right? So like, you guys are watching this video of me. If you like this video and it's helping create some mindset shifts for you, and you're like, oh, okay, I can see how that works. I need a little bit of help with sales. You need to click the link in my bio and apply for sales school, okay? Or you need to DM me the word cash flow, and I'll send you a even more in-depth training for free that's gonna help you figure out if you need to enroll in sales school or not. That's how it works, right? Those are the two options. I'm giving you the clear connection. And if this doesn't resonate with you, cool. Thanks for watching, right? Like, it's not for you. But you have to make that direct connection. And so there's some kind of disconnect that's happening there. And I wouldn't know for sure what her specific disconnect is unless I went to her page and looked at all of her posts. And then I went to her sales page. I clicked link in her bio and looked at her sales page and looked at her sales page. Then I could figure out what the disconnect is, and I could just tell her. But I don't do that I only do that for my students inside of sales school. So if you need that type of deep level help, like I need coaching, I need templates, I need I need a step-by-step blueprint of how to create more cash flow in my business so that I can grow my team and work less, or so that I can step into more of a CEO role versus more of an employee role, because you can be like self-employed, but this self-employed and being a CEO is two different things, okay? CEOs delegate. Self-employed, that means you are still like working. It feels like you're working. But if you need that level of help and you need continuous audits and templates and hold my hand and walk me through how to set this up and what is this copywriting good, then you need to go into sales school, okay? And last but not least, for frequently asked questions, and like I said, you guys can drop questions in the comments if you have them, but last but not least, this question comes from Pretty Rare Collections. She says, excuse me, I'm sorry guys, I have a purse business. What system do I need to get more sales? Now, I don't normally coach product-based businesses, but I have owned a product-based business before in partnership with my mother. It was a multi-six-figure business, so I do know a lot about product-based businesses. I just don't own one right now, and so I don't coach, okay? But I have a purse business. What systems do I need to get more sales? So let's break this down. Having a system only makes you more money if you're already producing leads. So if you don't have a growing email list, like if people are not jumping on your email list every single day, if your lead magnet is not converting at 20% or higher, then having someone build you a system is not going to make you more money. Systems make people money when their lead magnet is, I wouldn't even say 20%. Systems are going to start making you money, just a system by itself, when your lead magnet is at like 50% or higher. If that is not if that's not what your lead magnet is at conversion rate wise, 50% or higher, then your focus needs to be on building your email list. When I say generating leads, I mean building your email list. It doesn't matter if you're product-based, service-based, coaching, online courses, in-person services, whatever it is that you do. You need to have a growing email list. Systems start with an email list. All systems start with an exchange of information. Most of the time, that exchange of information is name and email for a free lead magnet. Sometimes it's actually making a purchase. But at that point, when somebody makes a purchase, you have what? Their name, their email, and their billing address and their card information. Like, systems start with an exchange of information. So if you're not making money, getting a system is not going to just automatically start helping you generate revenue. Your focus should be on growing your email list first, then implementing a system and selling, which should be happening simultaneously. So I just want to make that clear. And that's why I teach systems and sales now, because I only used to teach systems. And then I realized, oh my gosh, people are coming to me for systems because they want to make more money and they think having a system is going to make them more money. It only works that way if your lead magnet is already at 50% conversion rate, 20 to 50% conversion rate, okay? So your focus should be on growing your email list first and then juggling those other two things at the same time. All right. If you guys found this video to be interesting, please drop me a comment below. Let me know what your questions are. I'll cover your questions in the next Q&A video. I'll respond like I responded to these to give you guys answers, but then I'll cover them in the next Q&A video to give you guys a little bit more in-depth explanation. So let's talk a little bit about Sales School while we're on here before I hop off of here. So Sales School is my 8-week accelerator. It is open now for Q3 enrollment. Enrollment closes on July 28th. Okay, so you have 28 days, it's July 1st. You got 28 days to figure it out. But inside of Sales School, I walk you guys through my core cash flow system. So my framework is called the core cash flow system. It walks you through 9 modules that help you look at what you're offering, position it as unique and valuable, make sure that your sales page copy is good, that your messaging is refined on social media so you know exactly what you need to say, how to position yourself as an expert. We also talk about building confidence there, because sometimes it doesn't just naturally come to us. We have to actually work on building confidence. And so we walk you through working on building that confidence. We set up a sales funnel with you, a simple sales funnel that can make you 4 to 5 figures. We walk you through how to set that up. Then we go into pricing psychology, sales strategies, video marketing, increasing your brand visibility, all of that good stuff, right? But it's a specific pathway that helps you build that foundation where you can just generate cash on demand whenever you feel like it. And even if you're not showing up every single day, you've created content that you can schedule that shows up for you, right? Like you may be watching this video as a premiere on YouTube and at a later date. And that means that I've recorded this content because it's going to show up for me, because I'm probably right now, honestly, I'm probably somewhere like sleeping because I'm pregnant. Or probably somewhere nursing because my baby's here, right? So there are other things that happen in life. And so there is a way where you can record on your own time video marketing and selling and still show up in the marketplace and deliver that value. So I walk you through all of the specific strategies that I use, the specific funnels that I use. I share templates with you guys. It is an amazing program. It is an 8-week accelerator. So if you are interested in applying to enroll in sales school, DM me the word cash flow. I have a private training called 4 Strategies I Use to Book More Coaching Clients and Service-Based Clients. I will send you access to that free training. Watch that. That one's more in depth. It's 90 minutes long. It is free. I will send you access to that training for free. And then I highly recommend that you go ahead and apply to enroll in sales school. The investment currently is $1,500, but it goes up on July 14th to $2,500 because we've added a lot of pieces now that are one-on-one, that are very hybrid and super high touch. So do not hesitate to DM me the word cash flow so you can get access to that training, because you want to have access to the training. Watch it. I know it's a holiday weekend, but listen, DM me. You can watch it. And then go ahead and take the action and enroll and get on a payment plan or whatever. If you're on a budget, get on a payment plan and do what you got to do. Okay. I'm all for good money management. I teach sales, but I also believe in good money management. So that's why I say enroll in a payment plan, stretch those payments out and make that money back, right? All right, y'all, I am going to hop off here. Thank you so much for joining me. See y'all later.